All right, greetings. Wanted to make a recording this morning and reflect a bit on what's happened and what's going on. So there's a lot happening news-wise, a lot of exposing the nature of our reality. Actually, it's pretty disturbing finding out the appetites and activities of those that are ruling over us. So this library that I've compiled covers that. And it's not just like my opinion, it is videos created by content creators that are exposing a lot of truth. And I've got the deceivers there too, because we're exposing them. And so the nature of our reality, how things actually are, is actually very different from the official narrative. A good example of that would be the Earth is stationary and level. Some refer to it as the flat Earth. I prefer referring to the nature of our Earth where we live as stationary level plane, biblical cosmology. And what I had found out is there are so many different issues or topics that are very, very different than we're told. Now I've got this on my tripod and I'm recording with a DJI lavalier mic. I wanted to not be needing to touch my camera right now or my phone, so you can see the path that the sun is moving. Biblical cosmology is a stationary level Earth with the sun, moon, and stars moving above us. One of my Facebook friends saw a post that I shared from a Flat Earth group, and they were curious how people came to that understanding in the flat Earth, and I put truth. A friend of mine tagged me in it. We've been friends for about 5 years now, I believe it is, or maybe even a little more. And she said that Robert Foertsch woke me up. She tagged me in the post. And I don't know if I'm still in the group or not. It has over 100,000 followers or people that have joined the group. And I'm not doing this to try and make money. I just wanted to let people know all the different truth that I found out about. The short answer is the truth matters. In one of the comments that was on my Facebook, I remember seeing comments like it a decade ago, and they kind of made me angry at the time. But I would babysit my posts quite a bit. Now I just check up on them from time to time. But what this person said was, it doesn't matter what the shape of the Earth is. Square, round, triangle, none of that. And you can go to my Facebook and see who it is that said that. Now when I just put food for thought and then my YouTube channel. And people can do whatever they can do with that information. Trying to think of how I want to redirect this. I'm gonna pan up a little bit so you can see I'm not. Oh, there, I moved it from side to side a little. Let's see, where was it? Okay. I'll just do that for now. It's going to be a beautiful day. Very nice here. Warmer, low 60s. So the bigger the topic, the more important the topic is, the more important knowing the truth about it actually is. That's my understanding. That's what I believe. It's not my opinion. I don't have opinions. I have beliefs based on serious research and a desire to know the truth. So when I put, how did I find out the truth? Well, Jesus Christ is also known as the way, the truth, and the life. And he's the Almighty God that took up human flesh and dwelt among us. I added some videos, moved them up towards the top of my Bible videos that I recorded out here. Might find those interesting. I thought earlier on people just needed to have the truth put in front of them. Well, once we see it, we can't unsee it. So I'm actually convinced it's only by God's grace that anybody can love and believe the truth, let alone find it. Left to our own, apparently we want to be comfortable, and typically, and so when people want comfort more than truth, there's going to be a problem there. It's easy to deceive people that just want to have reinforcement for what they want to believe to be true. Whether they've got an appetite, a lifestyle, activity, let's say that's unbiblical and unhealthy and maybe even illegal. Well, what about all that? That makes it really complicated in one respect. However, it's a whole lot easier to just, for me, I just wanted to actually know why I was struggling so much with my flesh. Well, that's all I had. That's what I found out. So even doing full-time ministry and homeschooling and being a volunteer at a mega church where I led character development classes, none of that meant I was born of the Spirit, because I wasn't. Now this doctrine, this teaching is very unpopular, and that's just the way that is. The doctrine of election, predestination, very unpopular. Biblical cosmology, very unpopular. Well, the reality is the truth isn't based on popular opinion. It's not popular, nor is it an opinion. And the system of control is very, adept or powerful, using the monetary system to purchase cooperation, like a person that tells the truth about the company they're working for may get them fired. It happens. So another very unpopular truth that I believe to be a reality is when Jesus said to his disciples, when they asked him, so when is the temple going to get destroyed? That's in Matthew 24, Luke 21, and Mark 13. He said, I tell you, there are some standing here that are going to see the Son of Man return in his kingdom. So R.C. Sproul and Ken Gentry and others have done a great job of exposing how significant the return of Jesus in 70 AD and the destruction of the temple actually are in a prophetic sense, the prophetic nature of our reality. And I remember the Hal Lindsey late great Planet Earth book that he wrote in the 70s, and then we've got the Left Behind tribulation force, the rapture, and all of that. That is eschatology that's not biblical, and yet it's very popular in the churchianity of today. Well, I'm not having any of that either. So I'm saying there are difficult times in front of us, or present, current, right now for many. Yet the Great Tribulation, I believe, already occurred in the first century. R.C. Sproul wrote a book, The Last Days According to Jesus. I'm all in on that. Doesn't mean I believe everything in there exactly as it's written. I just do believe that that the Almighty, in the form of Jesus Christ, fulfilled all these things that he said were going to be fulfilled. So even in that venue, or from that perspective, there's a lot of different, good morning, Bob. There's a lot of different versions, partial preterism, full preterism, and people get real argumentative about it. I'm not having any of that either. I don't want to argue about anything. And that's part of what reminded me when I went to look at the, let me do this, when I went to look at that Facebook post in the Flat Earth group, Flat Earth Globe discussion, is that people were arguing and making fun of each other and all that. I don't want to do any of that. I make what I believe the truth is available to everybody, include those that are perpetrating this evil on us. Lying. They're lying. And I ain't buying, not having it. So I believe that the Almighty reveals to his children the need to be born again, the desire to be born again, and then he makes it happen, all like at once, or so. So the short version is, I thought I was born again in 1982 until I actually was in 2014. That's quite a delay there. Proof to me that I could, in my own strength, do a lot of ministry activity, street evangelism and more, and be spiritually deader than a hammer and not even know it. So certainly the snake oil salesmen and charlatans that are profiting, selling the gospel, so to speak. I know ministries have expenses. I have expenses. I don't give 10% to do this. I give it all. Right now I'm at the point in Cherry Grove, South Carolina. One of the things that I do is I've got my Truth Mobile. I'm going to just take us on over there for a bit so people can see that and take a picture of it if they like. Give me a call if they want. You can call me anytime if you like. So I went away from the shirt, and I having the Truth shirt, and I have a lanyard. That's what I put up there. Oh. So it's like a convertible. I can wear it with anything I want, like a suit or a bathing suit, sport coat, any of that. So the copper puts elements of copper in the water there. It's healthy for me. I like it. I've got all kinds of healthy activity. Eating very healthy, perpetually detoxing with reverse osmosis grounded electrolyte enhanced drinking water. A tablespoon of boron, baking soda, magnesium, apple cider vinegar, and a full spectrum sea salt. Very invigorating. I've got a ground wire that goes into my electrical system in the bathroom, and I've got it hanging in the tub there with some granite in there, quartz crystals in that. I know some are going to say it's new agey. Whatever. People are critical. They'll find whatever they want to discredit somebody that they don't want to see as a truth teller because of some uncomfortable truth that they're packing. Well, I'm packing a whole lot of truth. And I feature truth tellers from all over the world. And there's so much going on. It's literally overwhelming. So imagine, if you will, coming across my channel. Oh, I've got something to tell you. So this morning I'm coming down the road and I saw something shiny on the road and I thought I'm going to go and check that out. Well, it was the ball hitch and the pintle, like a $200 component for a heavy-duty hauling truck, something that can be connected to haul like 20,000 pounds. So I put one of my business cards under it next to the trailer that is waiting to have that truck pick it up. So maybe I'll get a call from them. But what I gave them is a lifetime of, not just a lifetime of my research, it's a lifetime of, oh gosh, like the history of our world, what's going on with the truth tellers and the deceivers. All there, because I can. So the whole infrastructure, where people live, what they drive, the power that runs their devices and feeds their body and all of that, that's all a part of this system where they have an opportunity to be corrupted or regenerated, to be made new in Christ. So I keep the Gospel of John movie towards the top of my library there. I like to call it the Truth Network because if you were to Google or whatever search engine you want to use information like my name or phone number, there's going to be a tremendous amount of truth there. The hashtags you find on my videos or others, the Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars hashtag is a really powerful hashtag. On Instagram, it's got over 35,000 combined posts. And so there's that. On Facebook, there's probably about 16,000. And it's about the weapons of war that are being used against humanity. It's an epic battle between good and evil. And I thought you should know. When I found out much of what I thought to be or believed to be true was not true, I thought, well, I want to help other people to find out. So one of the things that I've noticed, I find it kind of interesting, I believe it's just an error in expressing something not as good as it could be. I've even done it myself, where somebody says, I don't believe, and then fill in the blank, whatever. And it is actually more accurately, I do believe something about this topic. I do believe that they're lying about most everything, and I've compiled proof for that with the help of others. It's not accidental, it's by design. And we're right about at high tide now. Well, I went over 20 minutes, so this won't be up on Instagram. My link tree is on all the different platforms, and you might find that interesting. So somebody might be hating on me, and I'll just put my link tree as a comment. If they want to look at it, they can. They don't have to, of course. I'm not the enforcer making people do stuff. I just encourage everybody to seek the truth with all your heart, because it matters for eternity. Where will you spend forever, and why? And if you subscribe to what some have as the atheist perspective, well, I'm just going to be worm food. Well, I know some people that believe that are getting pretty old. Some that have held to that belief and are now gone. They died. Or did they? Where are they now? I understand there's heaven and hell. I believe that's so. If you want to know what I believe, it's what the Bible teaches, as best I can tell. Doug and Stacy did a video about mentioning some of the benefits of copper for digestive processing. You can, I'm not going to say talk to your doctor. I'm going to say you might want to explore the library and see what doctor you may want to listen to, rather than a get you in and get you out, like in an appointment where you've got a few minutes, maybe wait for a while, a few minutes, maybe some expensive diagnostic. You might want to just go ahead and see if you even want to have any of those diagnostic treatments. It's been proven that some of them aren't healthy. It's been proven, there's a lot of information. I don't want to get the video taken down by making health claims. That's apparently a violation of community standards. So what I'm going to say is I have plenty of food for thought linked with my name and phone number. And if you think I missed something or got it wrong, you could give me a call or send me a link. Hey, thank you so much. I hope this works out well for you. Call or text anytime.